Hello, everyone. How are we doing now? I know we are a few minutes early. Hopefully, that's bright enough too. I know the light is very bright. Put it up a small bit more. Um, how are we all doing? I know it's very bright. I suppose it's the worst kind of place to be sitting. But you can see me. I think you can see me well enough. I know the light is just very, very strong. I can see it on my end. That might be a bit too loud too. But I hope we're well. So, back again. It's the tower. It's already Wednesday again. The week is nearly over already. It's crazy to believe, but yeah. How are we, Sean? If Sean's still here, I think he went to make tea. Yeah, we're only a few minutes early. So I was here anyway. So it'd be different if I had something to do. I was literally just here. I was making the tea. That's what I was saying. But geez, you have nearly probably 10 minutes to make the tea. You're making it for the whole country. And we have moon hunters too, of course. How we keep moon hunters? How are we doing? How is she cotton? How is the West? Making the tea for everyone, Sean, will you? Everyone. We're making it for about 30 people. And oh Jesus, making toast. Oh Jesus. For everyone too. Oh Jesus. But yeah, we're a bit early, as I say. We give it a few minutes, as we usually do. Mainly because I was just here, and when I'm here, we might as well start. That makes any sense. It'd be different if I say I wasn't here. What the fuck? Holy fucking shit. 3 minutes to make my pretty big 4 sugars. Oh, Jesus, 4 sugars. In town, oh, Jesus, you're in town. Having the chicken burger in town. 15 minutes, oh, Jesus. Jesus Christ, be praised. The life of Wiley. But yeah, I know we are a few minutes early, so we give it a few minutes. I know I didn't even put it up. I didn't put it up the community post that it was live at 6:30. I probably should have, but I only talked about it there before it went live. And there was no point putting it up literally the last minute, so that was the deal. What is this? Give me a moment. So, to eat them, oh Jesus! Maybe it takes an hour to do anything. Oh Jesus! Takes an hour to do anything at all. But yeah, no. Some people like taking their time, like preparing the tea and the bits and bobs and stuff. Usually, I just fuck everything into it. Oh yeah, we're too mean. Yes, that's the thing. We have to save the money somehow, Sean. We couldn't afford that. We couldn't do the ham, so you have to do with just fucking bread that's out of date by 10 years. And then the toast. We couldn't afford the price of electricity, so we just have fucking stale bread. That's out of date by 30 years. Put the washers. Oh Jesus, where are we going to get the washers? The West is falling. Hello, Sisha. How are we keeping? How are we this evening? This Wednesday? I hope we're well. I hope we're in a bit better position than we were last week. Washers and 6 scrambled eggs. Just 6 scrambled eggs. Jesus, how did we get talking about food? Why? Oh, we're Sean making the tea. That's the reason why. We're just into a big discussion on food. Jesus, poor Shirish is probably coming in and saying it's going to be a good discussion about something. and now we're talking about food. Yeah, that's great to hear. I'm happy to hear that this is some kind of improvement, even the small improvement. Um, I'm delighted to hear that. It's at least some small improvement. Oh Jesus, Moonhut, this is Tees and Sean here. It's Tees and Sean now. Sean will be too hungry now. Poor Sean. He's only having toast, and everybody else is having a big fucking meal. You got notification, Sean, this time. Like everybody was saying last stream, we were live, what was it, Friday? And everybody was like, oh, Sean didn't get notifications. Sorry, give me a moment, just doing something here now. Yeah, there we go. Early today, good stuff. Great stuff. Jesus, teasing now. Yes, God bless the food indeed. We used to say our prayers before we used to eat our lunch and stuff at break time in national school, and nowadays that probably doesn't happen. We always used to do it. And then when we were going home in the evenings. I think we actually done when we went into school. I can't remember. But I know it was at lunchtime and when we were going home in the evenings, yeah. But I can't remember, was it... I presume when we were going into school there was a prayer. But there was a prayer at lunchtime, the 2 breaks. And then there was a prayer when we were going home. I can't remember exactly what's the one when we were going in. But yeah, bless the food. Let's bless the hands that made the food. Bless us, O God, amen, etc. Can't remember the whole exact phrase now, but bless the hands that made the food. It was a long enough prayer. I remember that vaguely, that bit. Yeah, I can't remember. I remember during break times. I remember we were going home, yeah, but I can't remember after that. I can't remember in the mornings. I can't remember, did we do it? Like, I presume we did, but I just can't never go. I can recall many times during lunchtime. Actually, in my primary school, there was actually one person that wasn't Catholic, like a Catholic. They were Jehovah's Witnesses. So that was always pretty weird, because he was the only one like not standing and stuff at lunchtime. But everybody has their own religious belief. But I remember everybody at school used to always talk about it because he was the only one in the whole school that didn't, was probably not a Catholic. But there probably was some Protestants there too. Them Protestants always up to no good. But Father Ted reference. But we don't know. I suppose Catholic and Protestants, not much in the difference between them. In the grand scheme of things, they still believe in a lot of the same stuff. A lot, there's a few differences, of course. But compared to Muslims and Jehovah's Witnesses and stuff like that, there's a huge difference between Catholics and Protestants and Jehovah's Witnesses and stuff like that. Yeah, this is like the Pledge of Allegiance or whatever. It's in the national anthem. The Pledge, I think it was. I can't remember exactly what it's called. In the United States. But yeah, the United States of America. So yeah, we get started. As Sean actually pointed out, Sean must have read my notes today. But as Sean pointed out, as you know, Ireland is the most expensive electricity prices in Europe. Not much surprise. I think everybody is shocked by that. No shock, basically. And as Sean said too early on, it's about the 4th or 5th most expensive in the world. So great stuff. I don't know how we managed to achieve it, but we can achieve great feats in this country when it comes to fucking over people. We can achieve it. We can achieve the unachievable and fucking people over. it's a great country when it comes to that. So it's lovely. I hope we're all delighted paying our extra ESB bills and stuff, paying thousands a year in ESB bills, because a lot of it's going up. There was a like a prepay, what they call the prepay meters. You put in €100 or something like that. Whatever you call them, like not the only electricity, like you have a meter kind of thing. Hello, Aaron. Only how are we keeping this evening? The rising sun, like quite literally, it's the rising. Like look at this. Like I'm being blinded here. Like I can't even see the screen. I have to literally go into my screen. But it's better than the light. I think it's better just to let some natural light in. But it's very bright. Like you can see, it's really, really bright. Like if I move at all, you're going to be just blinded by the light. Like it's just coming in. Like look at that. I can't even see the screen. When I go like that, I can't even see it. I can't even see the screen now. It's only my shadow that's helping me see the screen. Because it's that bright. I might actually have to move. We have to go to this side. Oh my god, I still can't see. Like it's just that bright. Yeah, they have to go like that, unfortunately, because it's just the sun is just fucking coming in and killing me. Which is usually something you don't hear in Ireland. But yeah, it was a good day. Weather-wise, it was a good day. It was nippy this morning, but it brightened up very well. It was warm at one stage too. Like early on today, it was very warm. I was boiling. Like I could feel the top bone on me basically too. It was that warm. But yeah, so basically, going back just to my point on electricity, the other thing along with that, just when we're talking about electricity, the Irish government are talking about building a nuclear power plant. Now, they did talk about this back in the 90s. So good luck to them in building a nuclear power plant. Because as you know, we can't build a bicycle shed, we can't build a security hub, we can't build a national children's hospital without it costing an arm and a leg. So good luck in building a nuclear power plant. And just to put it straight to, imagine me home out and then one of the nuclear power plant. It's pretty dangerous. Like they would fucking probably blow the country up on purpose if they got away with it. Like, I don't think by accident. They would probably blow the country up if they got away with it. But yeah, so they want to build a nuclear power plant, even though they can't even build a children's hospital. So they want to build a nuclear power plant with nuclear reactors and stuff, nuclear atoms, etc. Like it's insane, and like it definitely would cost €1 trillion probably just to build it. And not to mention that we don't really have the infrastructure to build a nuclear reactor. Mr. Bones, it quite literally would in Smithers and stuff. But at least for Mr. Bones and stuff, I think they would be nearly better in building this than that, because they couldn't, it would be definitely BAM they probably would get again to build it. And they probably turn into the most expensive nuclear reactor in history. Yeah, like it's crazy how much things have got up. You won't get much now for €5 nowadays in sweets and stuff. Years ago, you could buy the shop for sweets, like for €5 sweets. Nowadays, you barely get probably 10 sweets.
From 24/7 HR and health and safety advice to bespoke documentation, with Peninsula by your side, you're free to focus on running your business, knowing we'll handle the rest.
Talk to me. Where are you?
Oh my god. Sorry, give me a moment. I can't even see the screen. Sorry, it's just that bright. I can't even see what it was doing. Jesus Christ, Sean. I wouldn't want to be paying your electricity bill. Yeah, like mine is about 400, like in between. But if it's gonna, yeah, pretty much it's double. Like yeah, it's about 400, maybe 300, something like that, around that, give or take. Bit more, in some cases, a bit less, some cases, but it's gone down a bit. I know that sounds insane, but it was only 200 and something back in March. It was nearly 300, but it was 200 and what was it? 280 something like that. 280 something. That's what it was. I think the last, like that was the last one. This May's like fucking when we're talking April. We're going to get probably the bill this month for April. So we see how much that was. But the price, I'd say, is about like an average generates about 300, and 400. But you're getting charged double. You're getting charged another extra 100. But yeah, it's insane. And especially because a lot of people are not at work, like not at home half the time. Like I'm not at home half the time. Like I'm at work and stuff. It's generally only in the evening time I'm here, but during the weekends maybe a bit more. But generally a lot of people would be out and about, going to work, going to college. And there were people that have electric cars, Sean. So imagine that. There were you to have an electric car. So, good luck to you in trying to pay that bill if you had an electric. Imagine having an electric car and charging it constantly. Like, you couldn't do it. You would need to be fucking a scientist to have the wage to pay for that. So they say. It's crazy. Like, you take me Hot Mountain and stuff as paying a bill like that. Or paying any kind of bill. He's not paying anything at all. So yeah, great life, great country. Now, just moving on to the other few things. I want to just briefly touch on a community post I put up yesterday. Let me just get it up so I have it here in front of me. Now, this is to do with members from Garda Síochána. Oh yeah, I've seen something about that, but I don't know much about what happened. I heard about, obviously I know who he is and stuff. I heard about him before. I'm not sure exactly what he said, etc. I know he was saying something about legal migration and stuff, mass migration, but I'm not exactly sure what words exactly he said. Sorry, but I'm not sure. I know that's the bare minimum I've heard about it. I didn't know, to be totally honest, he was going to court today. I only found out today. But I look into it, and I don't know much about it. To be totally honest, I heard that he was going to court, but I didn't know it was today. So yeah, I look into it a bit more because I don't know much about it, to be totally honest. I know a bit about it, but I don't know much. Apart from what I've seen on social media, the brief descriptions and what I've seen. But the other thing I wanted to talk about is something from Garda Síochána. And this is to do with people joining the Gardaí and not showing up basically for interviews. So it's been reported by the Irish Independent that hundreds of people have not turned up to interviews for Garda Síochána. In other way, you finished your training and stuff, but you have to turn up to an interview, right, to be put into a Garda station, etc. And hundreds of them are not turning up to the interviews after they've done their training. And then they say thousands of applicants drop out before they take their test, before they take their Garda test, which is absolutely insane. So basically, nobody wants to join the Gardaí anymore. And when they do join, they don't want to do be there, basically. Yeah, but I don't know what exactly. Like, what was the exact thing that they were really upset about? I suppose, like the exact word that they used. I know it was something to do with migration and stuff. But I don't know what exactly he said. I know it's the incitement to hatred legislation, though. I think they're using like the incitement to hatred or incitement to violence or something. But I don't know exactly what he said, like word for word. Because I don't know, is he gone to prison? He isn't gone to prison. As far as I know, I don't think he's gone, is he? Because I've seen it in passing. I only knew about him going to prison today. I knew about it a while ago. But there wasn't much, to be totally honest, I was told back then about it. I looked now just to make sure. Because see, this is the worst thing we've been at work, earlier on when this was happening. Back in 2023. Yeah, no, I thought this was only after happening. Like, the first I heard of it was about 2 weeks ago. That was when I first heard about it. It just goes to show you how much I know. Imagine I can't even find anything, now. Early on I seen it, but now it's gone. It's not my phone now. Like, it was on Twitter and stuff. I've seen loads of stuff about it. Now when I'm looking for it, it's not there. Would you believe? Yeah, like I only heard about it about 2 weeks ago, and it was only vague stuff. If that makes any sense. It wasn't much. I wasn't given much detail on what it was about exactly. Like, I've heard of him before. It's not the first time I've not heard of him. Like, I've heard of him before. But I didn't get much detail back then. I only kind of found out today exactly what. Well, I don't know what exactly, though. Like, what exactly he said, word for word. But I know it was something to do with immigration stuff, so I don't know exactly what words he was using. That's what I'm saying. To quote what exactly the Gaudi were very upset about, if that makes any sense. And now I can't find it. Earlier on I seen it, but now it's not here. That's lovely. When I go looking for something that's never here. Like literally everything else, but what I'm looking for. There's not much talk about either. Like I seen it earlier on, but there's not much. Like it should be all over Twitter. Like the Irish Twitter should be probably all over it. Yeah, definitely the smam he does have. And then obviously the government taxes are not helping. And then obviously too they're saying about the electricity grid. They're saying about it, well, in the name of Jesus. Let me see, where am I here? Sorry. So I'm just trying to look it up here. Because now I have time I can look it up. Imagine it's not even on Twitter. I have to go looking up the media. See what the media is saying about it. Now, if the media are talking about it, I don't even know if the media even talking about it. Let me see. I can't even find, like, imagine everyone I've seen it. I was looking, like I was seeing stuff pop up about it. But now when I'm looking for it, it's not here. Right, we finally have something. Finally. It took 9 years. Online actors convicted over hate crime material. Incitement to Hatred Act 1989, yes. It denied a broadcast on social media material likely to store. So it was a live stream. That's what I'm going by here. But I don't know what exactly he said now. So during the witch the coast was weak, but by a jury. Oh, he's found guilty by a jury, so it was a jury trial yesterday afternoon. So he's in court next week. So who knows? He probably get off for it. I don't think he probably will end up in prison over it. But I don't know what exactly he said, like word for word. What exactly the judge or the state's taking issue with. I know they're saying on social media it's a social media broadcast. It must have been, I don't know, was it a live stream or probably Facebook live stream was up. But I don't know. It says likely to stir up hatred, contrary to section 8 of the 1989 Act. But I'm not sure what exactly he said. Was it the whole lot itself? Like, was it the whole live stream they're talking about? Or was it just a section of it they're not happy with? Yeah, I know about that. Yeah, I know about that. I don't really know much about him. I've heard about him before, but I never really looked about him or anything. But I don't know what exactly he said, to be told answer. So I can't really say what exactly he said until I see what he says. Like what he said in the live stream. Like what exactly the government are very upset about. But I don't know. I hardly thought it was that bad. I mean, it could have been bad-ish. I'm just trying to think of what it could have been. Because it doesn't say what exactly. They're saying the whole live stream, like they're not very clear on this. What exactly they're upset about. Like what we'd hear from this statement from Radio Television Sharon. Where am I here, sir? It was invested with the Garda Special Detective Unit. And it's to do with the broadcast and social media material. Likely to store up hatred. So pretty much they're talking about a live stream or something. But I don't know exactly. Like you think they would say this part of the live stream. He said something to this person. Oh, he done this. Or he done that. But it doesn't say exactly. But I suppose we won't know because he hasn't been sentenced. I suppose we might find out more next week. but I don't think he probably would be sent for long. I don't think they would send. They'd have no place in the prison. I've said a lot worse, probably too. Well, maybe not that. Again, I don't know what exactly he said, so I can't really tell you because I don't know what he said. It could have been something pretty bad, but I don't know exactly. Because I don't be listening. I've seen probably one video of his before. That was it. And this is back in 2023, you say. I can't really think what it could have been. Yeah, 2023. So it's not recently. It's a good while ago. San Amaro was actually Prime Minister back then, just to say. So that's a good long time ago. But yeah, we see what happens because I can't really tell you. We see what exactly he said because there's very little information I can find out. Was it the whole lot, the whole broadcast they were upset about? Or is it just one specific part of the live stream they're very upset about? Sorry, I'm getting distracted by different things. So I want to talk about what else? We talked about the electricity prices. I'm trying to remember now because I'm gone off on the tangent, I suppose, a bit too. The other thing I wanted to talk about was on the community post too, and this is to do with the San Amaro stock. And now I could use his name. I know his name. But this is the thing, I'd probably be arrested. Like, whatever about your man, I'd probably be arrested for saying your man's name by the Finnish authorities if I did say his name. That's the worst thing about it. Imagine he literally has stalked 4 women at this stage. He's threatened to kill a child. He's threatened to kill a woman. He's threatened to destroy her face. He tried to break into the former Finnish Prime Minister's house. Stalking her for weeks, etc. And nothing was ever done about it. So basically, he got off with it all, basically. And basically, if I say his name, and show his face, I go to prison. It makes sense. Turkish fair. I would love to say his name, but the police probably would arrest. I actually probably would be arrested incitement to hatred. Like I'd probably be going off for that. Jim O'Callaghan will come looking for me. That would be the most ironic thing imaginable if I did do that, because I was tempted to put up his name. Because it is well enough known around like Finland and stuff. People found out who he was and stuff. It's just the media refused to say who he is and his face. They won't even show it, And I wouldn't mind. He is causing trouble. Like at least in this country, in fairness, if somebody does break the law and stuff like that, the majority of the time their name and address is in the paper and their face is in the newspapers, etc. And their address and the name and everything. In fairness, the majority of cases in Ireland that does happen. You look at the local newspaper. I got the Anglo South now tomorrow. The local newspaper here in Cavan. We see people like go up for, no insurance or something in court. They would give their name and address, etc. But they won't. They will utterly refuse. Like, and again, he's up in court again. Like, listen to this. This is not to do with San Amaro. He obviously was stalking San Amaro and tried to break into her apartment. And then obviously he was in court too at the same time. Listen to this. At the same time he was in court for San Amaro's case, he was in for stalking the nurse and threatening the nurse in a hospital in Finland before and stalking her. And now he's in court for threatening to kill his wife, break her face basically, and threatening to kill a young child. And basically breaking an order because he had an order to stay away from them and he broke the order and tried to get into their house. Very sane fellow. But the judge let him off with it, basically. The judge literally let him off with it. The only thing the judge pretty much done was kind of extend, the terms to staying away from your woman. But basically, fuck all was done. Great stuff. But, it's unfair on San Amaro Because what everybody's talking about, you're using his like that name, Santa Mammon Stalker. Like use his name, call him by his name. Stop fucking calling him just the Santa Mammon Stalker and stuff. Because it is offensive, I think, to Santa Mammon too. Like to just go be known now that this fellow's like my stalker and stuff like that. I think that's a bit iffy, but true. But yeah, no, I wanted the sheriff to put his name up. It wouldn't do any good. But just I suppose because he should probably have his name up because he's caused a lot of trouble. And he should be probably deported. Like the Finnish government, the true Finns are battering their chest and saying, "Oh, we will deport them all." And fair enough, but you think they would make an example out of this man, and send him home. You think they would, because this is the biggest example they could ever get, like the Cohen Finnish government for the next election. Like they're saying they want deportations and stuff. They're deporting maybe a few people. But you think if they deported this fellow, it'd be well known, basically. What I'm trying to say is it's very well documented. It's the biggest case in Finland in years, basically. But you think they would send him home because they would probably, it'd be well known, it'd be well talked about. But no, they won't do it. They refuse to do it. Like these judges themselves are probably true Finns. Like I don't know how any sane judge can sit down and say, "Yeah, everything's fine. Let him continue." Like as I said in my community post. Like, are these judges wanting him to go and kill somebody? Because that's the next step at this stage to him. Because he's pretty much got off with it all. He basically tried to break into two people's houses, two women's houses. He stalked them. He threatened to kill them. Like a young child, a 6-year-old. He threatened to kill the young child, a 6-year-old. And he still gets off with it. It doesn't make any sense. And again, especially because he's on a residency permit and he's not working and stuff. And of course, he isn't in but he has a free legal aid, the whole shebang. You think they would say, "Fuck this, send him home, get rid of him." But yeah, they won't. It's a miracle how these judges can sit there. Like the Indy chick Judge Nolan's gone over to Helsinki. Like he nearly would. But the other thing I'll just say, it's absolutely insane the last time with the Santa Marin case that the judge let him off. Like they said he was mentally unstable. They said he wasn't well. But this is the thing. They didn't do a mental health assessment. They didn't do it. They just said, "Fuck it, he's unwell. Let him off with it." That was that. So great stuff. Hello, Brian. Good evening. How are we keeping? How is our Wednesday go? Yeah, the nuclear power station in Cavan. Yes, that's what we're building. They probably would fuck us. They probably would put a nuclear power station here, because I say they probably might build it in West Cavan, Leitrim. I mean that. So. But we declare the rights of the people of Leitrim through this, nothing. To nothing. But yeah. But be careful of Jeffrey Goodland. He's probably here looking at me. Uncommissioned the mornings here. Uncommissioned the morning. What is today? Tomorrow is the 7th. Sorry, somebody was just showing me something there. Well, there was something else I was going to say. But what was it? Geez, I tell you, I have a head like a fucking tarantula. So yeah, we finally have released all the parts of the 2-hour video. Well, not all the parts, but a lot of the parts, like the bread and butter, if that makes any sense, of the videos. So they are finally up, separately if people want to watch them. So I don't know if people have seen that, but they are up. So yeah, finally we have them all released. We have the files released. So yeah, they're all up, which is about time. I suppose they're all up separately. So yeah, that's that news. There's probably something else, but I can't think of it now. Yeah, I hear that, but I don't know what's coming out. I think it's coming out on PC. I don't think it's coming out on consoles, as far as I know. But if it does come out, we get it and we play around with it. We'll probably not do well on it, but we'll play around with it. Like pretty much at the moment, we're just kind of waiting for GTA 6. Like we'll probably only do a bit on GTA 6. We probably just fuck around. That's pretty much what we do. But not straight away. We wait for a while and then we fuck around. But there's not really anything at the moment. Well, there was one game I might play it. Oh wait, do you know when it's coming out? If it's coming out on PlayStation 5, we're in business. See, the worst thing about it is I can't play it on my Xbox One and stuff. Like, I can only stream on the PS5. Like, you probably have no choice, like, unfortunately. Because you pretty much like GTA 5, you can switch characters, Jason and Lucia. Like, if you like GTA 5, you switch characters. Like, if you still that, so you won't have any choice. You'll be playing as Jason and Lucia. Like, Rockstar have said that it's going to be basically the same as before. Instead of 3 characters, there's only 2, which probably makes better sense than 3 characters. Is it? Wow. Well, there you go. On the PlayStation 5, but just let me see. Where's the PlayStation 5? Let me see. I put it on the PlayStation. I just want to see if it's like in the what do you call it? Oh my god! I'm telling you, I haven't the brain fit. What the fuck do you call it? In the like schedule releases thing, or just the notes section? Sorry, apologies. Yeah, but unfortunately, we're not going to get that. If we would have got that, we would straight away be playing it. But I hate to tell you, we won't be getting it because GTA 6 is pretty much just around the corner unless they delay it again. So, yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, but I just want to see is it there, just so I can say it. Let me see. Now I hate all the slop. Like I'm sure you see the PlayStation Store. It's just so much slop on it. Like there's games we could play that just literally tear my eyes out. See, the worst thing about YouTube, you can't like live stream from the Xbox. Unfortunately, you can live stream from the PlayStation 5, but not from the Xbox, which is infuriating. Fuck's sake, I can't even find it. There's that much slop in this thing. Yeah, it is so annoying. But you can play it in the Xbox One. I often play it in the Xbox One. But see, you can only stream the Twitch in the Xbox One. And I would rather the remaster, like it all look nice. Because GTA 4 can be very dark, like the game wise. Not the story itself, but the game itself is very dark. Because obviously it is old at this stage. It is showing its age. I can't even find it. Great stuff. Like the amount of slop. Like I'm looking at just the most sloppy games ever. I'm probably looking at the wrong section. Yeah, like the Lost and Damned 2 is good, yeah. But it suffers from it's all very dark, if that makes sense. The light and stuff. We're going to play Mind's Eye. Actually, we were supposed to play Mind's Eye at one stage, but I hate to break it to you, but Mind's Eye is terrible. Awful. Oh my god! Like I hate this. We might play Assassin's Creed Black Flag when it comes out, the remaster of it. We might. We see how we go, but I'm not sure. But see, this is the thing. With college and stuff like that, you have no fucking time to do anything. It's unfortunate. I can't even fucking find the game. This is the most unfortunate thing, actually. What is the name of it? I know you said about it. Do you know the name of the game so I could look it up? Like the GA game. Bastard thing. Like, see, there's just so much slap. I don't know if you can see this. Oh, that's what it's called. Like, I knew they were releasing it and stuff, but I didn't know they were releasing it now. I literally kid you not. There's a game on the PS5, and it's the most popular game in Ireland. And guess what it is? It's 6-7. There's a slop game called 6-7. Like, mother of fucking God. The West is falling. Oh, I see it now. I see it. I'm going to be bossing. Oh, you can't pre-order it, fuck's sake. Westport is falling, yeah. Yeah, so we probably will play that game. As long as they don't want it to be €100 or something like that. And I imagine they say here €1,000. Like, it's so long since there was a GA game. Like, I'm going to be fucking awful at it, just to say. Terrible. Like, fucking throw me in the bin. 69. No, I'm not fucking. And I wouldn't buy it. Like, why would you play a slop game? Like, you remember the slop games we played before? They were terrible. Awful. And to be totally honest, this new thing with the PS5, that you have to activate the game every 30 days, you own nothing to be happy about it. I'm not really too fond of buying the digital editions. So we'll see how that goes, but if they keep going down that road, I'm just going to not buy anything on the PS5 anymore. Like, I don't buy that much as it is at the moment, because I don't be doing much on it. Which ought to be factored in DLC. Yeah, I said there could be a few DLCs, like add-ons and stuff to it. We see what happens. But yeah, I'm going to be absolutely fucking atrocious at it. Because I used to be atrocious at the other game too. What do you mean movements? Like movement, like it actually is. Like, I kid you not, that movement game is actually one of the most top-rated items on the PlayStation Store. Like, it actually was a pretty good game. Like, it was really good for the price and stuff. Like, it is a really top game. Like, literally, I think it's 97 or 98%, like 5-star ratings. It's very, very good. Like, it's very, very good. Yeah, but this is the thing that for like the GA game, that's not going to be probably like at a physical edition. A physical edition. Like, it's not like the days of years ago where you can just walk into GameStop and get it. There's not even the GameStop in Cavan to get it. Or one of them shops. It's just the keg shop. Like, it's very hard to get digital games nowadays, unfortunately, unless you're in Dublin or in a big city. You can probably go to GameStop or some shop to get it, if that makes any sense. But nowadays, you can't get any. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's no, and even Tesco used to do games in Cavan, now they don't. You get what I'm saying? It'd be difficult to get a game, like a physical game, like in your hands. And they're probably not even doing it for this game, I say. Hello, Greenface. How are we keeping? How is she cotton? The good word. Always a good word. There's always good words being said. No, we're not doing that. See, she's still here. She's taking names. Given a fully suspended sentence. Great stuff. The country is great. So the other thing I say, I should have probably said this at the beginning, but the other thing I say is that there's still no update to the Iran situation. Now, who knows what's going to happen? Because there's still no change, basically. It could start tomorrow again, basically. It could literally be fighting now tomorrow again. So it's just how Iran won't give up pretty much. And the United States it's looking for every way out of it. Yeah, it was James. Yeah, what do you mean find love? Or what do you? Oh, did he find love? Oh, you asking Shearsha? Shearsha, sorry. Like, yeah, Shearsha was DMing him there yesterday. DMing him every day now. That like the two inseparable people that they're every day chatting, giving each other a wing every day, and so Jesus Christ. There's no separating them. I'm surprised he's not here at the moment. What the fuck, Jay? Sorry, 1 second. I'm being fucking shot. For thought crime. What am I doing, son? Why am I here? Yeah, but he said he put that on hold. So, like, they escorted 2 ships out of it. And then pretty much they said, call it a day. That's pretty much what happened. Because it's too much of a risk. Like, one of them Navy destroyers that they sent in is €2 billion. Basically $2 billion, like, for one of the naval destroyers. So if one of them gets struck by a missile, or like some of the crew gets killed, you're talking about a huge loss. Like a $2 billion ship is something you don't want to play around with. Because it can easily happen. Like, it just takes one missile, one lucky shot to sink it. Or they hit the ammunition or something. For the dates. Oh, it is. That's why there's online dating. That's why you're doing online dating. It doesn't have any videos of us. That doesn't stop anybody from meeting, like, from texting and stuff. Yeah, so James here was telling us all the numbers the last time. That never stopped anybody before. Totally same. The West is falling. What the fuck am I trying to do here now? Prime Minister Viktor Orban. Yeah, so we just pretty much chill. I've kind of talked about everything I want to talk about. There might be 1 or 2 other things I do. Yeah, like Aaron Oney still does have a YouTube channel. He uploads now and again. He was doing GTA. He was doing a new game. He was playing GTA Mayo. Enda Kenny's the protagonist. He was there, like, Enda Kenny's on his bicycle and he's gunning people down. He's putting out his Uzi and he's shooting people and all that. GTA Mayo. So he's living the life of Wiley. He's going to make €1 million on that game. There's a new GTA coming out. I hear Rockstar Game is interested in it. GTA Mayo. Take me home to Mayo. West Cavan, GTA West Cavan. Also, the other thing I'll just say about Finland. Finland has the highest number now ever of non-national Finns in prison. What I mean with that, foreign nationals. Now it's EU countries, of course, too, and you know, from outside of you, mainly from other countries, not Slovakia, what the fuck, Somaliland, etc., and all that places. Yeah, like if you click on his profile here, Greenface, like if you just click on his name or his profile picture, it should bring you straight to his channel. Like if you just click, I don't know if you're on your phone or if you're on a tablet, but it should work. Like if you just click his profile picture, his name. The people didn't. The people. But who are the people? Also, here Uachtar on the Heron, President of Ireland, Catherine Connolly and Micheál and Simon Howes were at Arbour Hill today. I'm sure, great day for democracy. I hear. So I say, what the fuck? Looks into the camera. Yeah, it'd be good. No, it actually would be a good game. Like they need a game in Ireland. Like in fairness, this GA game is probably the last game. Like since the last GA game, it's the only game that's in Ireland. But they do need like Valhalla did. Like someday we will play Valhalla. Like not Grand Theft Auto, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, just to play the Irish DLC. I played it before. See, the worst thing about just you have to play in the PS5 and stuff. But we try and get it sorted at some stage. You're not getting the option. Could anybody do that? Because I can't do it on my computer. See, it's a nuisance thing with this computer. I can't do it on this one. Like big things. I could do it on my phone. Give me a second. But to try to get me live stream. Oh, Pelgile. Where am I here, sir? Oh, an ancient laptop. Well, I'm not an ancient laptop myself. But let me see. Give me a moment because I have to go into the channel. Now, if you go to the channel, yes, that's it. We're going to spy an hour only. Give me a moment. How the fuck? It's been a while since I shared. Yeah, sure. Copy link. Hopefully it should go into the chat. That should be it there. I don't know. It might bring you to something else. No, it does bring you to the channel. Right? That's it. Yeah. There you go. Where am I? Sorry. Brian. Oh, you're talking to Brian. Sorry. It must be banned, yes. But no, they need to kind of, because there's so much hidden potential. Like Assassin's Creed Valhalla 2 in Ireland, there's so much hidden potential. But particularly, I would say if I had, like, say, if the example, the Irish government would come along and say, here's €1 trillion. Now, we're not €1 trillion. Here's €1 million, right? Here, make a game. I would make a game during the War of Independence or something like that. Like a very, an open world game in Dublin during the War of Independence. I think that would be something that would be class. Or make a game, because there's so much hidden potential in Ireland to do with its Celtic roots and its Gaelic traditions, etc. There's so much hidden potential. Like Assassin's Creed Valhalla, like they nearly could have made a whole Assassin's Creed. Like it was only DLC, but it was a good few hours. It was 8 hours, but they nearly could have made a whole story out of just the island of Ireland itself. Because there's such history, you have to remember. It's just insane history in Ireland that it's not been tapped into for whatever reason. But yeah, the new GA game should be good, like for that too. Because Ireland is lacking compared to other countries in like games and stuff, video games. Like we see England gets a good few games, like London and stuff. even Germany and stuff games, even Finland too. My summer cow and stuff. My winter cow. There's a game actually based in that's released on Steam in Russia and Finland in a nuclear apocalypse. Yeah, I actually seen that before. I heard about that before. There's a game based in Belfast, yeah. But technically, I think it's the ancient, to be totally honest, this game. Like Assassin's Creed Valhalla is the only witty one that's based, but it's not modern like Ireland, based in ancient Ireland. But someday we will play Assassin's Creed, but it's such a long game. We really need to spend 70 hours doing it. But see, when I go to college full time, at least maybe I might have some like time for myself, an extra few hours for myself here and there. Because at the moment with college, I'm going to work part time, even though I'm working part time, and then I'm doing college at the same time. So it's the two things at once, basically. So it's nearly like doing two jobs, to be totally honest. There's a lot of tricking about. But technically it's nearly finished. By the end of this month, it should be finished. But after that, I might have a while. Like in June and July, we could do something. We could probably be playing that game, like the GA game. Now, there's other games I want to play and stuff, but it's just about the time. It's just no time to do it. Because you need to kind of be consistent. You need to kind of spend a good bit of time. Let me just try and think. It's a nuisance that there's only the PS5 I can live stream on. It is a nuisance. Like that's why I was going to start a Twitch stream at one stage back a few years ago, because it'd be a lot handier, get more to do. Yeah, well, hopefully the weather stays, because as soon as you probably say it's time to garden, the weather will probably just piss. Because it's just typical. When you're going to do something outside, then it starts raining. Because I don't know how much longer the good weather is going to last. Probably not too much longer. The West. Show me this. Fuck me. Why does this not bring me to it anymore? Oh my god, I'm gonna shoot. I'm gonna kill people in the game. My spuds. There's elections actually in England tomorrow. There's local elections in England. So we'll see how that goes for everyone. Most likely it's not going to go well for anybody. Like the Labour Party's fucked. The Conservative Party's fucked. Reform UK is probably fucked too in a lot of cases. Because Restore Britain is taking all the support. So everybody's fucked, basically. The West is falling. It's over. It is over. The West has fallen. But anyway, we just chill for another few minutes, and then we probably go at 7:30. So we stay another few minutes. We're all going to live in the garden shed. We're all living in the garden shed. That's what Brian thinks I live in my garden shed. Pelgele Vito, what the fuck? Pelgele Vito. Who is messaging me? Vito. Yeah, I don't know. Like people really out for like the Labour Party and Conservative Party. So I don't know about Farage. I don't know if he's much good, because let's be fair, they want to send all the immigrants to here. That's their plan. Like send them to Ireland. Send them here. That's pretty much their plan. And sure, Israel basically, it might as well be Israel first. Like the Reform UK. But we see how that goes. I suppose you have to pick which is the worst devil, in a way too. you have to kind of pick which devil you want to pick. The less of three evils, if that makes any sense. But I don't know. We see what happens. But again, it's up to the British people. It's not up to me to decide, I suppose, who gets in and stuff. The British people's responsibility, But we see what happens. But it'll be interesting to see. Because the Labour Party, Keir Starmer will probably be finished. I think Keir Starmer is done for by the results tomorrow because he's just going to be annihilated. He's going to be just totally fucked. He's probably going to lose God knows how much seats. Like they're talking about even Birmingham. Birmingham is pretty much pro-Labour. The majority of the people there are Muslim, etc. And even there, the majority of councillors in Birmingham City Council are like Labour Party councillors. And even there, they're likely to lose every one of them. But, so that just goes to show you. But they're going to vote for the Green Party. So, yeah. But, yeah. So we see how that goes in Birmingham. But, yeah, Birmingham is just a mess. Like Britain itself, like the same as Ireland, Britain itself is just fucking a mess. Like people get arrested for criticising your local Labour councillor. People to send the Gestapo out to arrest you. We declare the rights of the people to own. Give me a moment, sorry. Apologies, 2 seconds, everyone. 2 seconds, 2 seconds. Sorry. Yeah, I'm back again, sorry. But yeah, is there anything else anybody wants to talk about? Or anybody wants to say? Or any questions about anything? Just when I have time, because now when I have time, this is the time. Because everybody always asks me something when I'm trying to discuss something. When I'm trying to do something, somebody comes along and says, oh! And then when I'm sitting here doing nothing, everybody stays quiet. Disgraceful. It is truly a disgrace. How can the West sustain itself? I'll speak. But yeah, I have uploaded videos just to say on my other channel. Well, I don't know about Andrew Rayner. I think the whole lot might fall. Because if Keir Starmer goes, I think just the whole lot will go, basically. So I think the whole government just collapse, fall into itself. So I don't think it'll be much good. I think just the whole lot will just fucking collapse. To be totally honest. So it probably would be a general election. Because let's be fair, there's been fucking 1,000 general elections in the UK in the last fucking few years. So they've went through prime ministers like fucking toilet paper. The Irish tea sock. You shared the thing before, yeah, but Belfast. Oh, you shared me. Don't share me. Where am I now? Sorry. Have to go looking for this now. Oh, Liz Truss. Let me see. Oh, Liz. Pellegale, Vito. Go to channel. Oh, yeah, I see him. Oh, yeah, I've seen this before, 2005, yes. But, there's no really modern games, apart from Assassin's Creed Valhalla. But there's no, modern games. That's back in 2005. The software was ancient, The Met Gala, which one? Italy for a long time, up until recently enough, was just the governments were just constantly collapsing. Giorgia Meloni is basically the only one in the last probably 20 years that hasn't just been ousted within a week. Romania's government collapsed, actually. Romania's government fell yesterday evening. So there's probably going to be a general election in Romania. The government collapsed over many things. It would be a pity if our government didn't collapse, but unfortunately, at last, no. Unfortunately. It's a miracle how it hasn't collapsed, but we're here yet. It is a miracle. Just moving that side. My stick is a bit stick. You can get stick, like when I'm talking about a stick drift, like on the controllers. You can get a stick drift like on controllers, like with the stick. This thing moves itself basically. So that's why you can't just go like that now and again. Because bits of dust and stuff get stuck in it. And it could just mess it up. So yeah, it's a nuisance. Years ago you didn't have to put up with that with controllers, but unfortunately nowadays, modern gaming, not nice. Everything has to be difficult. Nothing can be easy. But yeah, is there anything else before we go tonight? Before anybody has anything else to say. I would not really interview. It's more censored elections more. Like in Ireland's case, was more censoring people. To shut people up, basically. Not so much into Romania, maybe Romania them, but not so much Ireland. I think in Ireland pretty much was more that people were being censored and stuff. The things were being censored by the government, like in terms of posts online and stuff. Particularly when it came to the family care referendum, etc. That was being censored and stuff, like the anti-that, the vote no and stuff. That was being censored. But I don't know about the other countries, but now not so much. But the European Union were communicating with the Irish government to do it. But I suppose you're right in that way, yeah. But it was our own government here that was doing it and commissioning them on and stuff. The Irish Media Regulator, which is basically the government's arm, basically. Yeah, well, Georgia Morley's not doing a great job, even though she's still there, but she hasn't done a great job in that regard, because still there's people going into Italy and stuff. But anyway, that's all she wrote for tonight. I think so. I think that's all she wrote. Just to say, I have 2 videos up on the other channel. If anybody wants to have a look at them. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But it was more the Irish government that done it, not so much the European Union. Even though they probably are involved somehow, but it's just, I suppose, proving it. It's a difficult thing to do. But yeah, so yeah, thank you, everyone. We went up 1 hour and 8 minutes or so live. So yeah, we'll leave there for tonight. We should be back hopefully Saturday. Now, yeah, we should be back Saturday. So yeah, we'll see how we go. But anyway, thank you, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your night. We'll chat again Saturday. So yeah, thank you, everyone. Yeah, I probably get sued for that. But anyway, thank you, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your night and goodbye. And enjoy the good weather, of course.